Welcome to next episode. Now there's a few things I've done between episodes. Usually I have another chest. But basically I let this thing run until this chest was basically full. I did add another bonsai pot to get double the amount of stone, or double the amount of wood. But if you look here, you have a lot of cobblestone, which is nice. I have a bunch more of the pebbles for each one. I also had to make a bunch of buckets. I'll show you why I made a bunch of buckets in a minute. I also mined out an area down here in the Brightstone. This is where I'm going to be doing my storage. Now currently this is a 14 by 14 area, however the storage unit itself is only going to be a 12 by 12. But I did it 14 by 14 just so that I could have like the walls, you know. But that's where the storage unit is going to be. I'm currently in the process of trying to get all of the materials to make the storage drawers. And I actually, if you remember in the last episode I did the eroder, I actually made 9 more. So I now have a total of 10. And I have them in here. Right now it's manual, so I have to like go through and take out all the stuff, you know, put them in, take them out. But this is how I've been getting all of my oak. And oak is what I need to make the storage drawers. So that's the plan. As you can see, I have quite a bit of it now. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the storage drawers. Now, a really cool thing that I can actually do is that if I take the log and I go in the same pattern as a chest, I get 4 chests. Which is how much I would get if I broke down, you know, 8 logs into the planks. I would get 4 chests. It's just an easier, like, it's just a more effective way in order to get the chests. Now, what I need to do is I need to figure out how I want to do this. So basically, like, these 12 here will be where the actual drawers are, and then this will be a trim block, which will connect it to the next section, basically. So I need to figure this out. I think what I might do is, I think I'll go, like, I'm going to utilize all 4, like the 4 sections, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go, let's see, if I do, I'll do at least a bit of each type. So we go drawer, I'll do eight of those. This is just so I can lay out the area, and that's that complete. But then I'll also do, I'll do 12 of those, and then 16 of those, because I want more of these drawers. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. We'll come over here, we'll go 1, 2, 3. And then I'll go doubles, like so, and then in the middle will be the single drawers. And I think that's how I'm gonna lay out this particular side. So then it would be repeated over here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, not that one. There we go. And then I think it'd be like that. And then over on this side, I'm gonna also do, I think, because right here is where another like little drawer, like there's gonna be a special drawer called the trim. This guy. Where are you? Here. These basically go in the corners and they make sure that all your things are connected. So I think I might do something similar here. We go 1, 2, 1, 2. And then I think I can go 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we'll do 4 in the middle, like that. I think that's how I'll do the drawers. And then basically this side here is going to be where all of the chests are. So yeah, that's just where all like those like chests are gonna be. They're gonna be stacked as 3, basically right in here. So yeah, that's the plan. Which means I'm gonna need a lot more drawers. But at least I can start moving stuff. Although, yeah, I want to move these down. So I need a pick. By the way, I actually have like a ton of sticks. Like there's a lot of sticks in here, but I actually have more. If I go, where did I put them? Ah, here. I have 55 stick stacks, and each stick stack has 9 sticks in it. So I have a lot of sticks, which is a good thing. Like, it's really good to have a lot of sticks because basically later on I'm gonna need sticks for a lot of things. Like if we go in here, I need it. Like if I want to make things look good, I can do it like that. But basically, like any tools that I want to make, I'm gonna need them. You know, I'm gonna basically a lot of the things later on that I'm gonna want to make are gonna need sticks. So there's a lot of things in here. You know, and if I want to do like when I want to get sugarcane and bamboo and stuff like that, I'm gonna need a lot of sticks. Same thing like when I get into like I can use it in a dynamo, which is later on, in order to make fuel, which will power my base. So, I mean, at some point, you know, the sticks will be useful, so it's good to save them. But for now, I'm going to start at least moving down all of these chests, just to kind of clean up this area up here, because I don't really want anything in here, per se. You know? Like, I want all of my stuff down in the storage room. So just kind of do that. We'll slowly fill up. And you may be looking at like the storage, you know, and how much, like I'm saying that how many drawers I'm gonna have, you know, and like these drawers hold 4 different items, these drawers hold 2 different items, and these drawers hold 1 item. You're probably looking at it going like, Joe, why do you need that many? But you gotta remember that this is a mod pack. Basically, I'm probably gonna run out of room. Like, I'm almost certain I'm probably gonna run out of room. That's actually one of the big reasons why I do the chests for, you know, the stone and stuff like that, you know, and like these blocks, you know, like the pebbles and everything like that, you know, and like the dedicated chests over on the corner here. Because if I had these in drawers, that's basically drawers that no longer have that I can't put other things into. So yeah, basically by doing it like this, it's giving me the ability to have drawers dedicated to things that would otherwise not make sense to be in a chest. And also, it saves room as well. So, there's that too. Like, things like the prismarine and all that, you know, I'm not going to get too much of that stuff, so that's going to be in the drawers, you know. And things like, you know, right now, I'm not going to do a chest for wood, but, like, a lot of the things that I'm not going to get a lot of, like, I think I mentioned it in the first episode. I think I mentioned how, like, there's a bunch of different chest varieties that you can get. Basically, the plan is to have these specialized chests. So I'm not gonna bother with the calcite because I can just I'm gonna have a drawer for bone meal, which is what I get from calcite. But I plan on getting the prismarine chest, which I'm gonna put down below, which I'm gonna like put here on the top here. This is gonna, my 6th chest is gonna be the prismarine chest. And then I do also plan on getting, you know, a deep slate chest for when I eventually get deep slate. You know, I'm gonna do the purpur chest, you know, because I can get purpur blocks. Like, I can get this stuff. Which is not gonna be for a while. It's gonna be a long time until I get this, because I have to get this stuff, which is far down the line. But yeah, that's basically what this area is gonna be. It's gonna be these chests. So, yeah. I don't actually think... Yeah. I don't actually think it's really a way to get tough, now that I think about it. Yeah, there's not really a way to get tough blocks. Cause I mean, I got deep slate. I can get deep slate. But I don't actually know if I can get tough blocks, now that I think about it. It's one of those things that, like, I never think about. Huh. Yeah, because the only way I can get it is if, like... Yeah, weird. I mean, I never build with tough. But I just, like, noticed that there's the tough, like, this one, the tough chest, and it's like, huh. Don't think that's actually something I can get in this mod pack. Well, it's something new, eh? But yeah. So, let's real quick... I at least want to get, like, one side done. So, gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18 total. So I need 18, at least 18 more of the 4x4s, which is doable. So all I really need is more of this, more of these, make more chests, and if I go like so, oh wait, I think I had the recipe wrong. It's always different. Like, it has, like, depending on the mod pack that you're using, it can be different. Okay, I was just missing the one in the middle. So I need... Okay, that's fine. Couldn't get 18, but that's fine. So then I also need, I think... 6, 12, and then 6. So I need 12 and 6. That is doable. So I need 12 of these. And then... I need more wood. There we go. Okay. And that will basically fill up this wall. And the cool thing about drawers is, like, they don't act like chests. You don't need to be able to, you know, you can have something above it so that it's like, oh yeah, you know, I need to open it. That's not an issue. Just something that I like. Once I finish placing these, I will demonstrate how the drawers... Well, actually, that's how the drawers work. I was gonna say, I'll demonstrate how they work. Basically, you right-click with an item, and whatever item you put in there is what will be displayed. Now, there's a special item that I can actually get that will lock all of these. And I can also get an item that, like, when I click it, it will, like, automatically put everything into a drawer that's in a drawer. That's called the drawer controller, which is right here. right here. I do want to make this, which is actually a good thing that I have these extra ones because I can actually make a drawer controller. But basically what this will allow me to do is I click the drawer controller, and if there's something in a drawer that can go in a drawer, it will go in a drawer. However, I do need to make the slaves, or the trims. What is the slave I'm thinking of? Oh yeah, this thing. These are basically useless in this pack. This just allows you to, like, if you have like a big storage, you can have like, rather than crafting multiple drawer controllers, you can basically have this connect to the controller and it will make it so that you can go through it like that. Honestly, I never really use it. Don't get me wrong, it's a really good tool, you know, and it's useful in a lot of situations. It's just, in mod packs like this, when like you don't really have a massive storage or multiple storage units, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, we will throw in these. So basically these just go in the corner. They're not actually a drawer. They don't work as a drawer. But basically it allows the controller to connect to everything. And what we're going to do is we're going to put another one here. And right here is going to be my controller. And that way, all I do is here. Let's just show you. We'll put that in there, and then I'll take we'll put one in there. Currently, as you can see, in the top, like in my top left of the thing, you can see there's one oak plank. I currently have 29. If I right click this, you can see they vanish from my inventory. Go back over here, there's now 30. That's basically how this works. And there is actually a thing that I can get. This one. I can make this. And basically what this will allow me to do is it'll allow me to lock it. So whenever I take something out, if I had that drawer locked, it would remember, oh, that's where the oak logs go. So even if I have nothing in the drawer, I can still, you know, be like, hey, you know, I want this. So that's actually why I was fine with the fact that I have 2 extra drawers. Because I could use one to make a drawer controller and one to make these. And what I want is I want this one. I want the lock. And then I want this one, the quantity. However, I need a book. Which I can't get yet. Which is kind of annoying. But at the same time, it won't be too difficult to get this stuff. Like, I can easily get the stuff to make that. And these, I actually left the moss in here so that animals can spawn. So, yeah, that's how I'll get that. And then once I get down to the water level, I can get the ink sacs from squids. But for now, I can lock all the drawers. And they've got, basically, like, you can tell if it's locked because it's got a little lock symbol on top of it, which is awesome. But that's the gist of this. So I say let's do some organization. So I'm gonna start putting things away that are like taking up a ton of space. So like I said, I also want these things to have their own chests as well, because eventually I'm going to be making the blocks themselves. So I'm also going to do the blocks in their own dedicated place. But for now, they're just going to kind of like... Oh, by the way, I figured out what's wrong with it. It's just that my mouse is old. It's an old mouse. And so, like, the scroll wheel is just... It decided that it just didn't want to work properly. I can't fix it. So my scroll wheel is just permanently broken, which is like, it's so irritating. But anyway, I digress. We will get everything sorted. We'll take all these. That. And this thing is so awesome. I love the drawer controller. Because once I have everything all, like, organized, I can just be like, oh yeah, I don't feel like going and looking for each drawer, put it in, there you go. It doesn't matter, like, what's in my inventory. But unfortunately, this thing is full now of the redstone. However, what I can do is there's, like, upgrades that you can make. I can't currently make any because I haven't gotten ore production, but once I do get ore production, I can upgrade them, which is fantastic. For now, though, those are gonna go in there because I don't have the upgrades yet. I love this thing. I love the bonsais. I do actually want to see if I'm able to mine some of the colored stone. Because I'm tired of looking at nothing but gray. Let's go up. I can! Oh, this is fantastic. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. I don't really want to mess too much with, like, I'll do this. I'll just use these, because I am eventually going to change this to be a staircase going up. But I don't really want to change, like, I don't really want to mess too much with, like, that stuff. Anyway, as you can see, starts with white, goes to green, and it basically goes all the way up the color wheel. And I think there's 3 layers, like, it goes through all 16 colors, and then I think it starts again, and it does it 2 times. Like, 2 more times. I think the total is 3 layers of the colors. Just fantastic. And basically, anything you can make out of, like, stone, you can make with these. These are really good for, like, building and stuff like that. As you can see, I'm now up where the next layer is. So, I think what I'm gonna do is I want to get a bunch of colors. So, I'll do this. And I'll just kind of make my way down. If that makes sense. And as we go, we'll just continue to, like, mine these areas out. Basically, this will give me all the stuff. Let's actually see what level. So if we go to 15, so 115, if that's where we go with the area that we mine out, basically that will give us a ton of stuff to do stuff. Like, that will give us a lot of blocks to do things with. So if I just continue this way, and for now I'm just gonna kind of use the wood to fill it up here. Yeah. I'm gonna dig out I'm gonna dig out a bunch of this, and I will be back once I dig out a big area. I was looking at the wrong number. Duh. I was looking at the Y level. Okay, so I need 822. 822. Well, that's... I mean, it's fine. It's fine that I was looking at the wrong level. Anyway, I'm going to dig this out. And then... we will continue. I think what I'll do is, like, I'll dig this out and then I'll come back and we can do a bit of building. So I will see you guys in just a bit. Okay, so mined out this whole area. I got 1 second. I got 49 of each color, which is a good start. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go and throw these into the storage unit, like into the drawers, and then I think that is where I'm going to end this episode. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, yes, I was right. So yeah, this is actually why I wanted these here, because there's just 16 colors. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna kinda somewhat match these. And then we'll go purple and magenta. And we'll say red and pink can go together. And we'll say cyan and light blue. And we'll go green and light green. And then I guess I'll go yellow and orange. And then brown and blue. And there we go. I now have all 16 colors. Before I end this, if we go here, or look at the colored stuff, I can basically make all of the bricks, like all the stone, like all the stairs, all the slabs, everything I want. You know, I can make the stone walls and everything, which is really good for decorating, in my opinion. Because if I combine these with the lights that I can make from the shards, if I combine those with these, I can make some really nice designs. So, yeah. I like having access to the colored stone. It's a really cool feature. But, for now, that is all that I have time for. I mean, I have time for more, but right now, that's all I'm really gonna do in this episode. So, didn't really get too much done, but I did get the storage unit set up. And I managed to get some new blocks and everything like that. You know, I have everything figured out. So in the next episode, we will get started on this stuff, getting the lava, as well as starting an ore production, which is going to be very, very useful. So between episodes, I will get the things required to make the barrels, which are these things. So I'll get the necessary stuff together to make these. I'm gonna need 3 of them. So yeah, and in the next episode we will start on the next project, which is going to be ore production and lava production. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. I will see you in the next video, whenever that may be. With that said, goodbye.